Hello, my dear apprentices. Welcome back to part 2 of Module 1, Lesson 8. Let me type part 2. I think that will be important. This will be part 2. Part 2. Okay. Now, let's look at what we have here. If we are looking at a problem, I selected this problem because this could be the one that can give you trouble. A decimal number, let me choose my a marker. A decimal number has 2 digits to the right of its decimal point. If we round it to the nearest tenth, so we have to round to the nearest tenth, the result is 13.7. Okay, and remember, this number had 2 digits, and now that it's rounded, it has just 1 because it was rounded. Okay, now let's see what the question is. What is the maximum possible value of this number? Okay, so this question is not very clear, but what they say is that what is the maximum value number that can be rounded to whatever number, or to this number, 13.7, because they already rounded the number for us. And then it's giving us directions: use words and the number line to explain your reasoning. Include the midpoint on your number line. Easy peasy. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to tackle these problems. So you have 13.7. You already have they already gave us the vertical line. Okay, so let's work with the vertical line. Now, if it was rounded down to this number, that means all of the numbers from the midpoint were the ones that can be used to round to 13.7. Okay, now if that's what happens, let's do this, and let me make this a little smaller, and okay, there you go. Okay, so let's look at this. So if you look at this is going to be 13.71. Why? Because there's a 0 right here. Okay, this is going to be 13.72. This is going to be 13.73. This is going to be 13.74. And guess what? Here's the midpoint, 13.75. And then you have 13.76, 13.77, 13.78, and 13.79. And then you have 13.8. Okay, now the question is, what is the maximum possible value to round to this number? So the maximum possible value to round down will be this one right here. Let me use a different color. It will be this right here. This one. That number will be 13 point. It has to be 1 before the midpoint, which will be 13.74. So that will be the number. And that will be the answer. We don't even need the number line. I mean, the place value chart. On this problem, that's easy. We answer the question. And remember that the problem said that the number that was rounded had 2 digits. Well, it can be any of these numbers, and they all have 2 digits. 2 digits, okay? And it was rounded to 13.7. This is how you solve this problem, my friends. We answer the question in a very simple way. Signing out, your coach. Make sure you watch the video and rewind if you don't know what to do. Yes.